Here's a short explanation of the universal manifestation theory, written by Impens. When we try to create or manifest something in our lives, it all starts with a thought. Let's call it a first thought. It's this thought that we want to manifest somewhere in the future. This is what Tim calls the event. The time between the first thought and the manifestation of that thought is called the manifestation time or process, a timeline that represents the amount of time it takes for a certain thought to become reality. Let's take a look at that first thought. This thought, dream, wish, or even worry comes with an emotion. This can be both a positive or negative emotion based on a good or bad thought. Emotions are the real language of our species, so these are important. Now, this is where the original law of attraction missed a few elements. We were told that if you hang on to these emotions and when you visualize, you'll end up manifesting your dreams. By now, we all know that life is a bit more complicated. This is what Tim's universal manifestation theory says. When we have a thought, not one, but two opposite emotions are created between the first thought and the manifestation. When something exists, the opposite must also exist. That's the balance of life and is supported by Einstein's theory of quantum entanglement. These two emotions will now grow in strength towards the event or manifestation of the first thought, shifting between the two emotional states over time. These are the emotion shifts we encounter. Both emotions can't be felt at the same time. That's why time itself is there to assist us. Then comes the point in time where both energies can no longer increase in strength. For example, when the biggest fear of losing and the biggest enthusiasm for winning both reach their limit, the event or manifestation takes place. When belief is maintained during the emotion shifts, the first thought will be manifested. Belief is the driving force that makes sure that the process is completed. If not, a second thought is created and the first cycle is interrupted. A new cycle begins based on a new first thought that comes with a new belief. A new process with new emotion shifts begins and leads towards another outcome. In this example, towards a negative outcome because a new thought, a negative emotion, and belief were created during the negative side of the first manifestation process. This is what happens when people start doubting themselves, having second thoughts about something while experiencing some negative emotions during the energy build-up. When this interruption of a cycle is repeated over and over again, people create a negative spiral that can lead to depression. That's what happens when we never reach a goal or a positive outcome because we keep changing our belief during the emotion shifts. On the other side, this is also why some people seem to have luck all the time. These people never create new beliefs while feeling some difficulties along their path to success. They just keep going during the emotion shift cycle. For centuries, people talked about belief and the balance of life. This is the true story. This is what happens behind the scenes. More knowledge like this can be found on Tim's website or in his book called The Holy Grail to Manifest. If you like this video, please like, share, and make a difference.